Overview. According to financial training guru T.Havr Eker, money is a unique phenomenon that only needs to be properly understood to be accumulated. In Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, he explains that our prior programming on the subject of money has an incredibly deep impact on how we interact with money and what our future possibilities of wealth are likely to be. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get rich easily, while others are destined for a life of financial struggle? Is the difference found in their education, intelligence, skills, timing, work habits, contacts, luck, or their choice of jobs, businesses, or investments? The shocking answer is none of the above. In his groundbreaking Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, Mastering the Inner Game of Wealth, T.Havr Eker states, "Give me 5 minutes, and I can predict your financial future for the rest of your life." Eker does this by identifying your money and success blueprint. We all have a personal money blueprint ingrained in our subconscious minds, and it is this blueprint, more than anything else, that will determine our financial lives. You can know everything about marketing, sales, negotiations, stocks, real estate, and the world of finance, but if your money blueprint is not set for a high level of success, you will never have a lot of money, and if somehow you do, you will most likely lose it. The good news is that now you can actually reset your money blueprint to create natural and automatic success. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? In his 20s, T.Havr Eker was a success junkie who had read all the self-improvement books and been to all the seminars. He had tried and failed at several businesses and kept wondering when he was going to make it. "I had heard of this thing called profit," he ruefully notes. "I just never saw any of it." In desperation, he began to examine his deepest thoughts about himself. Even though he had professed a desire to become rich, he recognized that, in reality, his fear of failure was greater. Was he destined to be a struggler? The third time he moved back in with his parents, one of his father's friends, who happened to be wealthy, gave him some advice. He, too, had once been a disaster, until he learned the vital truth: rich people think differently from the average person. Copy the way they think, and you will be ready to become rich yourself. Eker studied the psychology of wealth creation and success, and learned mental techniques and strategies to recondition his mind to think in a rich person's way. He learned that rich people do not hope for the best, they do not get sidetracked by better opportunities, they play to win and do not give up in tough times. So, when he opened a fitness products store, borrowing $2,000 on his credit card, he swore to himself that he would not quit until he left the business as a millionaire. Duly, in 2.5 years he had created a chain of 10 stores, of which he sold 50% to a large company for $1.6 million. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind is a brash, flashy volume which nevertheless contains a trove of great points on the wealth mindset. The book deals with factors that contributed to Eker's own rise and goes on to suggest 17 ways rich people think and act differently from poor and middle-class people. Wealth principle. If your motivation for acquiring money or success comes from a non-supportive root such as fear, anger, or the need to prove yourself, your money will never bring you happiness. What's your financial blueprint? From sporting goods, Eker changed his career to become a business trainer. In seminars, he discovered that half the people attending would get what he was saying and act upon it to achieve success. With the other half, however, not much would change. He realized that he could teach the practical tools of business success until the cows came home, but unless a person's whole mind changed towards acceptance of wealth and being a creator of wealth, they would get nowhere. According to Eker, we all have a financial blueprint, formed when young, which dictates the level of wealth we will reach in life. What we were told about money or learned from observing our parents all gets filtered into our subconscious to create a basic mental financial reality. Most people are not aware of this, and their adult logic about money is usually influenced by deeper and more powerful feelings that govern what they actually do. Eker and his wife, for instance, had totally different money blueprints, and as a result they were always fighting about money. She had grown up believing that women don't have money, therefore when their husbands give them money they must spend it, all of it. To her, money meant pleasure. His fundamental belief, having grown up without a lot, was that money meant freedom. The more you accumulated, the freer you would be. Imagine the clash of these two blueprints. Yet, if you recognize each other's blueprints and bring them into alignment, Eker found, relationship miracles can happen. You're worth it. Many people subconsciously believe that they are not worthy to receive abundance. That money is related to some perceived flaws in their personality, or they have some notion that being poor is more spiritual. But these beliefs are just that, made-up stories, which can be replaced with the new belief of I am worthy. You must acquire the mindset that you can be wealthy without having to prove anything. There is so much money swishing around the world, Eker notes, yet poor people believe that there is a limited amount to go around, and that you have to struggle for your piece of the pie. Rich people, in contrast, believe that new wealth is being continuously created, and that there is a limitless supply of money. Some people's money blueprints set them up to earn only a certain amount, whether it is $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 or $500,000. They will rise to this amount, and go no further, since this is the figure they believe they deserve or are worthy of. Change the story about what you are worth, and your bank account inevitably begins to reflect it. Become a great receiver, a money magnet, Eker says. Celebrate any money that comes to you, no matter how small, and the universe will give you even more. To be continued.